However, the relationship between CBAs, Chinese-born Americans, and ABCs, American-born Chinese, was not always pleasant.
I was born here in America like a lot of other people that were from immigrant families. But even though I was born here, I was never really seen as being the same as everyone else. I acted the same, I talked the same, I wore the same clothes, and I went to the same schools. But even then, everyone treated me differently just because my parents were Chinese immigrants. And pretty much, they always picked on me because of this, even though I had acted the same. And the teachers weren't really that much better with treating me differently either. They always expected me to know everything in class, and they always picked on me to answer questions, even though I really didn't know that much more than the other kids. So because of this, the other kids, they started picking on me because they had expected me to do their homework for them and stuff like that. But then once they figured out that I wasn't as smart as all the other Chinese kids that were insanely smart that came before me, they just started picking on me because they didn't understand why I didn't know how to fight and do kung fu stuff like that Bruce Lee guy. Back at home, it wasn't really that much better either, because my parents always pushed me to do better, like no matter how well I did. I guess it's understandable that the parents would want the kids to do better and succeed and do better than them, but then they start expecting me to get perfect grades in everything and balance a social life. And pretty much it was almost worse when my mother was home after she stopped working, because then pretty much she was watching me all day while I was at home. And pretty much expecting me to have such great grades and balance a social life at the same time just wouldn't work out, because they had wanted me to become Americanized, which I had tried to do, but didn't really work out that well because all the kids still saw me as Chinese. And then at home, my parents, they always called me lazy and thought I was a slacker, and because I didn't understand Chinese ideals and stuff like that. I mean, just because I don't know how to read Chinese or write in Chinese or know stuff about that Confucius guy from like a million years ago, pretty much I don't think that makes me any less Chinese than my parents, because if I really wasn't Chinese, then the kids wouldn't have been picking on me. And pretty much they always expected me to do all this work, but they never thought about, like, they always wanted me to become a businessman or a lawyer, but they never really thought about how I felt about this. And like, they always tried forcing me to do the religious services that they were into at that time, but really I didn't care at all. Okay. So pretty much I just wanted to relax and be like all the other American kids.